If ADA continues to follow this trend that we're on right now, we are less than 30 days away from ADA breaking past $1. And maybe some people disagree with me, and that's fine. People can be bearish if they want. But right now, what we're seeing is a very similar trend time and time again. Every time we go through one of these shakeouts, there are a bunch of people that are getting sidelined, that are stuck waiting for prices that frankly may never come back. And I want to talk about that with you guys. I want to show you just a few things here showing that ADA is in fact gaining some strength over against other assets in the crypto market. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Now, I have seen some people say that ADA was about to or is going to break past $1 this week, and that potential frankly is there. I'm not going to say it's not. I'm not trying to be overly bullish in this video, but what I will say is that right now this trend that ADA is building is showing that within 30 days we should be breaking past $1. Now obviously there's no guarantees in the crypto market. Nobody knows what the news is going to be, but right now ADA is building this big ascending wedge that we have been since all the way back here in May. And guys, ADA is in an ascending trend. Okay, it's moving up and to the right. It's setting higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. That's what we're doing right now. And every time we're going through this trend, right? Every time we go through one of these pullbacks, we're seeing some retail get sidelined and whales pick up supply. Retail gets sidelined, whales pick up supply. That is why we are setting this trend currently. This is the exact reason why we're probably going to have some big FOMO, especially when $1 hits. Now, like I've said, $1 is not a technical level, but it's a psychological level. When ADA moves past $1, that's kind of the trigger for a lot of people to think that they're missing out. And frankly, I think that they will be, and that's my opinion on that. But when we have broken past $1, the last several times, things get very volatile. Take a look at some of these candles back here in November, in December, in the early part of January. ADA moves very fast up in those ranges. One, because of the psychological portion of it, but two, because we have very thin liquidity levels up there. There's not a lot of ADA to go around. There's not a lot of people willing to unload up in those ranges. It's even like I talked about, once we get back up to, what was it, like $1.22 through like $1.26. When we break past that, all hell can break loose in terms of price. Now, obviously, there's no guarantees. This isn't financial advice or anything like that. That's just how this is all being set up right now. And frankly, I could care less about small red days here and there or retracements in this trend. And I do want to let everybody know too that technically ascending wedges are a bearish formation. So yeah, you could in fact see us break to the downside here. But I think that anything at this moment is kind of short-lived in the crypto market because again, retail interest is in fact growing. We have seen search traffic for how to buy crypto kind of come back down to the mean here, what it was doing back in the early part of July and the later part of June. And that's not really surprising because we have had obviously some red days here. We had an ugly week last week that tends to kind of spook retail. But what I will say is that Cardano is gaining some pretty significant relevance in the crypto market. We've obviously talked about this before. We know there are some big developments that are coming down the pipeline, obviously with the Glacier airdrop, the midnight launch, Ouroboros layouts. There's a lot of things that are making Cardano very loud. And what we're actually witnessing is people rotating into Cardano that aren't normally here. If you don't believe me, that's fine. But something I want to show you guys, USDT dominance right now is the same point that it was at back on July 10th. Okay. So theoretically, ADA, if it's not gaining any strength in the market, it should be back where it's at on July 10th. It's not. It's significantly higher. ADA at that point was actually all the way down here, even closed its daily candle at 70 cents. So right now, guys, how much higher is ADA? About 21% higher. So it is gaining strength in the crypto market while people are complaining and whining and they're not paying attention. And what we're witnessing is Cardano start to take over the crypto market. I'm not saying it's, passing BTC today or Ethereum today or anything like that, but it is in fact gaining strength. And if you're arguing with it, you're just arguing with math. Don't know what to tell you. All right. So that's the thing that is helping carry Cardano right now. And frankly, if we continue to follow this trend, it's showing that by September 21st, 22nd, ADA will in fact be past $1. Doesn't mean we can't dip back down below it doesn't mean we won't get selling along the way either. Don't twist my words, okay? But we're at this point where the total market cap of altcoins is still broken out. We're retesting our moving average here. We're seeing how much strength there is in the crypto market. Obviously, this is while Ethereum just set a new all-time high. This is while BTC is trying to get a bounce. I frankly can't complain about any of this stuff in the crypto market being negative. And now we're even talking about, potential partnerships again with Ripple. I mean, there's so much wind in ADA and Cardano sales right now that I don't understand how people can be bearish. We have rate cuts coming. We have Clarity Act that should be signed. It sounds like Charles Hoskinson thinks that it is going to be October rather than September. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But now is not the time to, frankly, be bearish on anything crypto. The embrace is just beginning. The good times are getting set to roll. And while there may be ups and downs on the way there, it is looking like it's getting set for some pretty nice ups. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think ADA is going to break $1 by September 22nd? Do you think it's going to break $1 this week? But have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.